went to bed last night. Like, I haven't gotten anything on crypto in quite a while. Can I see anything with crypto? Or not allowed to see anything yet. And I get this dream where there's a 2 and then a 2. Kind of like my wife. She goes, "Oh, you and Dave." You remember when she got that? You and Dave were on the phone texting me or something. It was like 2 and a 2 and then a 2 and a 2 for 22. And I go, "Oh yeah." So this dream, like I saw 2. I could have swore I was like in this little tiny room with like a blackboard or a chalkboard, and there was like 2 erasers, and then boom, next scene, and then there's these 2 knives. So I think the first 2 were erasers. I'm not sure, but the second 2 were knives, 2 knives. And I'm just trying to think. Okay, if this is crypto, blackboard, charting, doing charting stuff, and like I'm struggling now to go, well, did whatever was up there, did they just fall, those 2 erasers? Because I felt like they were on the wall and they just went like down. So in other words, are we going down here soon? And the old saying, never try to catch a falling knife, in regards to markets, if they're dropping, don't try to catch a falling knife, so to speak. So I thought, well, there's 2 knives, I don't know. But I got a 2 and a 2, there's the damn 22 again. So, thank you, Spirit, for that, whatever that ends up meaning right now. So, then I have this next dream, completely different, later on, or more early in the morning. And I live in Florida, which I do live in Florida, but in the dream I live in Florida. And I live on the water, there's a canal behind the house and all that. So I'm obviously very close to the coast somewhere. So, I'm walking out the back porch to the backyard, and we have this little tiny little man cave / clubhouse building at the very end of the property, basically out in the water on stilts, and you can kind of step to it from the edge of our property on the canal where the cement walls are. There's like these big rocks were right past the cement wall, and then you can step on the rocks and then like step onto the porch of this little building and then go inside. So I know my kid, at least Emily and her friends out there. And I'm like, just, it's only 5 feet away. So I'm standing on the edge where the concrete barrier thing is. And I'm like, Emily, you're in there? Yeah. Who's in there with you? My friend and Ian. Okay. You there's a hurricane coming? It's going to be here in like an hour or less. And as I'm walking out there, I can see the big, gigantic, death-looking dark cloud. This big, gigantic, huge, coming at us way far away. And I'm like, it's going to be here in at least an hour or less. You have to get out of there. You cannot stay in here. This is not, it's not going to hit Louisiana like the last one. This one's hitting Florida. So you got to get out of there right now. And how are you going to get out of there? Because the big rock that we used to step on to get in here is broken off. And she comes out and she points. She goes, I'll just step right there. And I go, with Ian? Like, you're going to hold Ian? I'm like, no, give me Ian. So then that's it. That's the end of the dream. So the key takeaway is I said a hurricane's coming. I can see the hurricane. I'm at the edge of a water area where there's a canal. So just like we saw in Louisiana, the canal areas, people who live around the freaking coast, absolutely devastated. I saw the videos again yesterday, some more. Devastated. Everything's underwater. Except some houses on stilts aren't, but many of them are destroyed. In real life. I'm with the Louisiana one. So the things that stand out. I said, I know a hurricane's coming. I see the hurricane coming. I live in Florida. I'm on the coast somewhere. There's this little building on the edge of our property, super dangerous to be trying to stand through a hurricane. I'm telling my kids, and her friend, you got to get out of there. This is not like the one that just hit Louisiana. This is not going to hit Louisiana like the last one. That's what I said. It's not going to hit Louisiana like the last one. It's hitting Florida. So you have to get out of there. So since we just had a hurricane that hit Louisiana, is it safe to say the next one that comes up towards the United States, is it going to hit Florida? And on that note, Hurricane Center, I guess, let's see if I can find what's out there. Okay, so there's Ida's way up above Tennessee now in It's tropical depression. 24 mile an hour. No big deal. It's way inland now. Ida, the one that just hit Louisiana. Okay, out. There's a disturbance, they're calling it. Chance of a cyclone formation in 48 hours, which let's just share the screen. This yellow X marks the spot. So we have a disturbance in the force. Formation chance 48 hours from now, low 30%, but it could. But we do have tropical depression Kate, 35 mile an hour winds, and then Larry, 45 mile an hour winds. So we don't know where these are going exactly yet. And if I click on it, well, actually it does look like it's heading this way. So that does actually show us. How about Larry? Larry could, there's no telling. Saturday, Sunday, I guess. Or what is this? HHHM. I thought it was days, so I don't know what the H's are. Just hourly, I guess. 5 a.m. Saturday, Friday, I don't know. H, whatever the H is, and then M. So maybe, I mean, I'm thinking, okay, you know, storm, hurricane, M, what would M? I'm not sure what these are. Is there a thing down here? Day 4 and 5, days 1 through 3. Hurricane, tropical storm. I'm trying to see what the hell the M is, or any of those are. Not really seeing it. Not that it matters, I guess, too much, but this one could potentially come up towards the U.S. That other one, yeah, I don't get to see what the chances of which way it's going to go. So anyways, just thought it was interesting that a storm's coming. I think, my dream, it's going to hit the United States, it's going to hit Florida, and of course I got my generator back up, ready to go. Not that it's plugged into the system yet, but it doesn't take long. All I got to do is plug it into the connector, like it's quick. You know, I got it all set up properly now. So all I got to do is hook my truck up to it, the trailer, boom, bring it over, you know, 60 feet, boom, drop it, done, plug it in. So we just need to watch what's going on with these hurricanes. So thought I'd share that. Now I know I said in the dream, it's not like the last one that hit Louisiana. This one's hitting Florida. So in other words, the next hurricane that's coming to the United States, I think that one's gonna maybe hit Florida. So there's a couple out in the, you know, Atlantic Ocean, way out there. They may not even come hit us. So in other words, they may go away, whatever, and then another one's coming 3 weeks later. There's another one. That one might be coming towards Florida, you know, and then it does. You know, all I feel comfortable saying is whatever one's going to hit the United States next, or at least on our side, which typically that's where they are. They rarely are on the California side. It's probably going to hit Florida. That's the one. So, got a dream. We'll see what happens. Take it easy.